On the screen right now you can see 3 upcoming videos, so if you are subscribed for a particular type of content, stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Free Desktop Recording Softwares, a series where I review free desktop recording software. We have 6 more to go. I'm gonna focus more on this series to finish it up sooner, because the plan is to finish it before the new year, so let's do this. TinyTake.com, best free Windows screen capture and video something. Let's click on it and open it up. We have seen these claims many times before, let us be the judge of it. So first thing, we are checking out the website. I'm gonna be focusing on the TinyTake. It's by MangoApps, fastest way to screen capture, record videos and share for free. Here we can see a laptop with the screen, how it looks like. First thing that it reminds me of is Microsoft Office programs. Looks very similar to how it's set up. Scrolling down, we see it's for Microsoft Windows and Mac, and it says TinyTake is built by MangoApps and is available for free. Slowly as we move down, we see capture a video or screenshot, and then it says you can capture a video up to 120 minutes. Also, we see a bunch of screenshots of basically how the program looks like and what we see. Seems like the one big focal point of this program is the annotations. We're gonna take a look at those. We can share this, and down here we actually have some features list. So here's how the menu to record looks like, I guess. We can record a video up to 120 minutes. I like this. I like that they are upfront and letting you know what the exact limitation is. We're gonna see if that still holds any water. Record a video using your webcam, capture a region or window or entire screen, capture an image using your webcam, open, share a link, zoom in, zoom out, assign custom shortcut keys, proxy server friendly, although I don't know exactly what this is, but it is what it is. As we move down, we see a download button, and it gives us a little idea of the requirements of our system. It says it requires minimum of 4 GB of RAM, which is on a higher end spectrum when it comes to desktop recording programs. Usually the desktop recording programs that I have used, and I have used plenty of them, usually they require about 1 GB of RAM, maybe 2 GB of RAM, but that's as far as they go. This is the first program I see that requires 4 GB of RAM, to my knowledge, right off the top of my head right now. That is a lot. If I click on a features button, we can see there is a little more explanation of what we can do, how it all looks like. Save, you can bulk file sharing, here's how that looks like. And that's as far as that goes. Really, they give you an explanation of what's going on. Let's click pricing and compare if there is a pro version and a free version, what's going on. So right now we can see basic, standard, plus and jumbo versions, and we can see what exactly is going on here. So the free version comes with these if you want to call them features limitations. For personal use only, record limit 5 minutes. We don't see any mention of those 120 minutes, and immediately what we see across all of these versions, if you will, all of them have limitations to record. Why would I pay you this amount of money to have a recording limit? Big question. However, the free version gives us 5 minutes, and all the other versions give only up until 60 minutes, so we do not see those 120 minutes that they have mentioned. Which leads me to one question. When was this website last updated? I scroll down and I can see, usually this is how you know when the website was updated, because this is the one thing that they do not pay attention to, is the copyright date. Basically, you have copyright and then you have the year, and right here we can see it's 2019, but we are actually almost entering 2021. And over the years of checking out the website, this is usually the thing that they forget about. If you want to know how well the site is being taken care of, how much thought and looking at details goes into making a website, just take a look at the copyright date at the bottom of the website. It's usually there, and you'll notice the date of the website. If it's outdated, usually tells you how much this website has been taken care of. Also, it can give you an insight, but not usually, whether they are even updating the program. So right here, as you can see, website says 120 minutes, however, recording limit 5 minutes. This is equivalent of Chernobyl documentary, where they removed 2 pages from that classified document, but they forget to remove them from the contents page as well. For those of you who have not watched Chernobyl documentary from 2019, do take a look at it, it's phenomenal. Moving on, as we take a look at these pricing points, what I'm really seeing is limitations being lifted. I'm not seeing any more features being added, but we're still gonna be taking a look at that. Interesting, there is a compare button, and if I click it, it's actually comparing this program to other more popular programs. So we have TinyTake Windows Screen Capture. I'm not sure exactly what they mean by it. And then there is Snagit. Snagit was, back in the day, along with Camtasia Studio, one of the most popular programs to use. And here we can see that they use a comparison with stars and also what features it has. I have used Snagit myself personally, and it was a pretty good program. So technically, with what they are showing, TinyTake should be far superior to Snagit. Let's have a look at that. Although I myself never relied or trusted these company self-comparison thingies, where they clearly always put their program to be the best. It just doesn't work that way. It's a conflict of interest. Clicking on downloads, we can download the program. We see some extra information. Current version of the program is 5.2.19 and it's 53.7 megabytes. So in this segment, let us have a look at the program, the features that it offers, showcase the recording process, all those things. So once I opened up the program, it just gives me a notification. It starts in tray area, and after a while it opens up. So what can we see? First thing, TinyTake, the icon looks more like it's an application for an Android phone, which I guess explains that it's made by MangoApps. I don't know if that makes any sense. Besides these regular buttons, we can see this button which shows the recordings, this button which is for uploading, but in order to use it you need to upgrade. If I click on the button, it opens up the same page that we've seen already. Your current plan is basic, so you don't actually have a basic version, it's just that you have a plan. It's sort of you're locked into this space, and if you want to unlock more areas, more doors if you will, you need to pay. We're gonna close that, and then it says please upgrade to premium plan and done button to get going. Okay, and also we have a YouTube button. If I click on it, it asks me to log into my YouTube channel to upload videos directly to it. However, as I've stated in previous videos, I never trust these third-party applications with my YouTube login information, let alone any other login information. Moving on, we have a green capture button. If you just hover over it, it gives you a drop down with a bunch of options. So we have capture region, window, full screen, capture image from webcam. Now, capture is actually just taking a screenshot. We also have capture with fixed region. We have paste image from clipboard, create a new image, and now we actually have capture video. We can also create a new movie or GIF and capture video from webcam. All I'm interested in is capturing the video, which is this one, Alt-V shortcut. So I'm actually going to click on it and let's see what happens. So the first thing that happens is it's asking me to actually select a portion of the screen to capture. So what I'm going to pay attention to is if I drag it, it doesn't actually snap to anything. So I'm actually just going to click and drag. This is actually very neat looking and very smooth looking animation. I'm going to click, let go, and let's see what happens. It actually selected a region, and now the window pops up that's asking me to record. If I try to drag it, I can actually move it where I want to. This is a capture video window. The button says start recording, so I'm going to click on it, but also underneath we clearly have this thing reminding us of the limitation. Recording limit is 5 minutes. Get more recording time. If you click on it, the same window pops up, and then the same window after it. We also have record system audio and record microphone. Interesting thing about these options is if you click either of them, the other one turns off, so you can't record both at the same time. Let me click start recording. It gives me the countdown 3, 2, 1, and it starts recording. So as we can see, we are recording right now. We have a finish or a stop button, and we also have a pause button. I'm gonna click pause just to show you one thing. I can actually, in the middle of pausing the recording, change the audio source to my microphone and resume, and now you can actually hear me. And it's just basically resuming. That's a little neat feature that I've noticed, wanted to showcase it in this recording as well. Finally, I'm gonna click finish. It did something, and here it opens up this editor. So let's have a look at this editor really quickly, what's going on. You'll notice that pretty much all of the buttons are grayed out. That's because we are using basic plan, if you will. Basically, all these features are locked for us, and the only way to unlock it is to pay for them. So you cannot click on any of them. But let's have a look at what's going on. We have, again, the same icon, file. We have quick save, save as online. We also have save locally, edit name and tags, and exit. We can also see similar buttons over here on the right side. We also have edit, select all, unselect all, delete, move to front, move to back, set shadow. Set shadow, I'm not sure exactly what that does. That's there. We also have settings. Settings help about. If I click settings, we can see that our settings open up. So let's see, what do we have here? I'm logged in, and this is basically my login information. Upon installing this program, you are required to sign up. We also have the account status, the storage, the maximum recording time. General, it gives us just some general stuff about the program. Next, moving on to device, this is actually where we select our microphone and also our webcam. Over here you can change the hotkeys. Proxy, I really have no idea what that's for. I've never used it in a recording program, let alone. Moving on to advanced, we can set the image quality, download location, and clear the cache. And that's about it. If I click play, one thing that I've noticed, it simply doesn't play. No matter what I do, the video will not play. Right clicking on the screen does nothing. So I'm just going to click save locally, and here we have saving to TinyTake gives you some advantages. So it wants you to save online. I'm still going to click save locally. And I'm going to click save. So after that, I guess it's saved. I'm going to click close. I didn't see any prompts of it saving. Finally, let's reopen the app and see if there's anything else to look at. The first button actually shows us our recordings, although right now it's not showing the recording that I just have recorded and saved. So that's weird. But however, right clicking on the recording that shows up here, I can play it, edit video. I can also edit name, copy link to clipboard, get link or media or embed code, download and upload to YouTube. I'm actually going to right click and click play. Let's see what happens. Again, the recording starts, and that's what you have. So right now in this recording, right now when my voice stopped, that's when I actually paused the recording and switched to another audio source, as you can hear the clicking right now. However, this is an old recording of mine. I don't know why it's not showing the new one. Maybe if I click the refresh button, nope, doesn't show up. That's about as showcasing the program features and the recording process. My first impressions are, it looks more like an application you would use on your phone. Obviously, the icon gives it away a little bit. I guess it's fairly straightforward program, but it has lots of limitations, and they are constantly, well, not so much, but they are being shoved in your face. Oh, you have it right here, you have it right here. If you click some option that doesn't work, this window pops up, and then this prompt always pops up after it. Very predictable and also very limited. Does this program have luxury features, and what are they? One luxury feature would be the countdown before the recording starts. Other than that, I'm not able to see any luxury features. Right-clicking edit video just opens it in this video editor, but again, it doesn't work. You can't actually. One thing I quickly want to mention is, I know I skipped these buttons, but they are pretty self-explanatory, and also the settings is the same as we've seen before, just so I mentioned that as well. Anyhow, in this next segment, let's take a look at video in the video editing software. Let's test it out. So here I have the recorded file that I've shown you in this video. I'm just going to drag it and drop it. And let's have a look at what's going on. So I'm going to drag and drop it into the timeline down here. And let's see. So we have one video track and one audio track. Again, the recording starts. And that's what... Previewing the recording, there seems to be maybe just tiny amount of lag, but maybe that's because I'm previewing it here. You guys will be able to see it in a final segment, but the video looks solid. There's nothing really to complain about. In this next segment, let's take a look at the bad things I ran into. Once you install the program, you are required to sign up. I don't think I've ever heard of a recorder up until today that requires you to sign up for it to use it. Usually there is an option to not sign up, just use it as normally, but yeah. I recorded a video in front of you guys, however, it did not show up here. I even actually have 5 videos recorded in this video folder and only one is showing up. Plenty of times throughout the program, you're gonna be noticing stuff that's either restricted or that simply asks you to upgrade. I would say about 30 or 40% of the program, there's always something in there to ask you to upgrade, pay to unlock more features. It's not so aggressive as some programs that we have seen in the past, but it's there. There is a settings panel, if you will, but it's very, very limited. Truly, the only customization you have is changing the audio devices and video devices. Other than that, everything is just there with no options. With the video you have displayed, so this is your recording, there is no option to take you to the recording folder. Open the folder where recordings are stored. There's nothing like that. The only way for you to actually find your recording is to right click, play it, have Windows Media Player open, right click, and then go to open file location. And that's when you actually get taken to the file and to the folder. The folder is located in C, TinyTake, videos. The program in general has lots of limitations. You don't even have settings to adjust the quality, to adjust just the image quality in general, bitrate, frame rate, video size, nothing like that. If you right click and edit the video, many things are locked behind a paywall. They are there, but they are grayed out, which clearly means they are locked out. This clearly tells you that the program doesn't have different versions. It's a one version, but you simply unlock more features the more money you pay. As you can see here, it's grayed out, and then again, go premium. There's a button to pay. This video player that they have, or maybe it's an editor, I don't know, doesn't even work. I just opened up a video and look, I clicked play. It doesn't play at all. It just stays like that. You can use forward button, and it does work, do something, but still the video will not play. The program does not have full screen recording feature. It does have capture full screen, but if you click that, it takes a screenshot. But we are not interested in screenshots, we are interested in video. If you simply go to capture video, as you can see there is no capture full screen, and again there is a prompt to upgrade. Capture video, and look, click and drag portion of the screen to capture a video. Why can't I just select one monitor? Or now I actually have to be very precise when I select. And look, my monitor is 1920 by 1080. I didn't select the whole monitor. I wasn't as precise. Look, again, there is a prompt that asks you to upgrade. Look, get more time. Upon closing the recorder or whatever I just closed, the main window doesn't pop back up again. You actually have to go into the tray, double click it, have it open. It's it's not good. When you are trying to record a video, you cannot select to record both system audio and microphone. It only lets you select one of these. Look, why would you have such a limitation? Once you finish the recording, the player opens up. However, once again, you cannot preview the video. But what's more interesting is if you click save locally, it gives you this little prompt. You click save locally again. Once you do save a file, there's no prompt that tells you, hey, look, you just saved the file. So you never know. Once you record a new video, if you refresh, this is a refresh button, the new video doesn't show up here. So this feature is also broken. In this next segment, we are taking a look at good things I ran into. I'll be honest, not much. What was interesting actually is when you start to capture, you have this countdown. Very nice. And also, if you pause the recording, in the middle of the recording, you can switch the audio source. So if I was recording my microphone, now I can turn it off and record only system audio. That's interesting. In this next segment, I was supposed to show you settings that I have used for the sample video that you guys are about to see, but taking a look at the settings, as I've told you, there is nothing really interesting to see. So in this next segment, I will show you the sample video, but first, let me also show you the media info of the recorded video. So as you can see, here we have a 13.7 megabytes for a 30-second video. Overall bitrate is 3800 kilobits per second. I mean, you can see everything on the screen. I tried my best to record 1920 by 1080 and I was able to do that. One thing we can see that the frame rate is actually recorded 60 frames per second. Very interesting. Also, we see bunch of codecs and bunch of information, and also audio information. Bitrate is 128 kilobits per second, which is on a lower end, very low end. So here I am recording a 30-second sample, and as usual I have some music playing in the background. I'm gonna do a couple of clicks, right clicks first, also left click. I think you probably can see this window. Also there's a timer there. I'm gonna have to stop it at 30 seconds. Pay attention to the smoothness of the recording. That's why I have the moving background, and also music playing, so maybe you can hear me, you can't, I'm not sure. At the end, here we are in the final summary and a review of this program. What can I say? I mean, the program is, I would say, pretty simple, straightforward. There is some stuff going, it's really nothing that we haven't seen before. It's clear that just like many other programs I reviewed before, this one was also made with monetary gain in mind. Let's make a program and let's earn as much money from it as we can. Although not as aggressive as I've seen with some programs earlier, however, there are a bunch of prompts, pop-ups, promotions for you, telling you to buy the program, pay for more features, pay for a better plan. Your current plan is basic. You go to capture, it's also there. You want to quote-unquote edit the video, go premium. All the options are grayed out. Also, the website says one thing, the program does another. Clearly tells you they are not really focused on putting so much effort into all of this. It seems like it's more like, let's just make a program, whatever, forget about the website, we don't have to upgrade it, we don't have to be accurate as we should. Shows a lack of motivation to make a good product, at very least. In general, the program lacks so many video recording features, so many settings. You don't even have a setting to change the quality of the video itself, the frame rate, the image size. Should you capture a mouse or just a bunch of basic settings, it can't even record both audio sources at the same time. What's worse is that if you pay $100 per year, you don't even have all the limitations removed. There's still a limitation of recording for 60 minutes. Just that by itself is not a good deal. If you pay $100, you get email 24/7 support and you also get online chat support. If you pay $60, there's no support for you, sorry. And this little window. Overall, to summarize it, it's clear what the intentions of the makers of the program were, and the program in general is just waste of time. Well, that about does it for this episode of Free Desktop Recording Programs. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully I gave you the insight of what you will be looking at if you do decide to use this program, and at the end of this series we'll be able to summarize a good solid list of programs that can be and cannot be used. So stay tuned, we have 5 more episodes to go, maybe we find a hidden gem. So far it's pretty much been a miss, but you never know. Now the question is, what is my grade for this program from 1 to 10. Like in the previous videos, you'll have to find out that information by checking the description and also the comments below this video, and you'll be able to find a link to this very spreadsheet where you'll be able to find more information, maybe some extra notes I wanted to write down, and also the upcoming episodes. We have 5 more programs to go. Hopefully we run into something interesting. Do check it out. I've also noticed that plenty of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel, so consider doing that since it's free and you can unsubscribe at any point also for free. No questions asked. You know how those companies do it. Finally, consider rating this video, leaving a comment below, and maybe sharing it with your friends. And that's it. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys in next video. Priest, signing out.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track.